Welcome to part 2 of DIY Paint Your Car with Taco Viking here at Concord Custom. We've got our rally car painted OD green with that Eastwood single stage. Now we're going to lay out some graphics on this thing. I'm going to show you how to do a couple of overlays, how to mask some things off, and how to kind of layer your paints. You got to wait between all these things. Keep that in mind. You can't usually just throw it all on at once because it'll blend. Didn't you go to art school when you're like, kindergarten or something? All right, let's get after it.
I am getting this party started with some 1/8" line tape. It says Lime Line. You can get it on Amazon. You can use Eastwood's. You can use 3M's, anybody's. Then I use some 1" masking tape to get a little more edge around this, so that when I go at it with the paper, I have plenty of room to do it. What do you guys think the shape is? I don't want to give it away just yet. I want you to watch the whole video, but I mean, to me, seeing it now, it's totally obvious. See what you guys think it is.
It might not look like much, but this is our first background for everything. So I'm going to do a white base with that Eastwood single stage, and then I'm probably going to hand paint most everything else onto it. The rest of the graphics on the car, we're going to lay out kind of hand paint mixed with a little bit of stenciling, some spray paint, some single stage, a little bit of everything, because we're trying to knock this out quickly.
Back at it again with the 1/8" tape. I'm just striping out some tiger stripes on this thing. I'm going to do that, the tiger mouth thing that you see on bombers and fighters from World War II. It's, it's not too played out. It's actually, this is the first time I've done this style of paint job. So I'm just kind of whipping it out and seeing what I come out with. I did that 1" tape again to give myself a little extra room. Makes it really easy to lay out all the paper that way. After that, I'm going to get into some numbers on the side of this thing. I'm not really trying to make anything absolutely perfect on this car. I'm just making a dirty little cheap rally car. So have fun with whatever it is you're doing and kind of just, use your best judgment as far as symmetry and this stuff. You can get special stencils and all kinds of things like that to make all this junk perfect, but I mean, it's pretty easy to see what you can do with just some striping tape and some masking tape and, let your creativity flow. Have fun with it.
Layout. Anyways, now that I got it all on there, I'm going to give all the areas, I'm going to paint a little bit of a scuff down, then clean it up really good. I'm going to go right into the white. This is the basic background color for all the junk that I'm doing on this thing. So the white will be that Eastwood 3-to-1 single stage urethane paint, and then everything else might be done by hand or a little more of this graphic overlay stuff, but you need to give yourself plenty of time before you mess with this basic single stage. The original paint job on this, we gave it, a day. And then I came in and laid out on this tape on it. I'll give this white a day after I paint it, and then I'll start playing with the rest of the stuff. Now that everything's prepped, we're getting back into the single stage business. So this is our white that we're using. It's a 3-to-1. Let's get it mixed up and get in there.
When I got in to spray the second coat, I realized that this single stage was actually drying a lot faster than I expected. So I didn't really wait that long. I gave it a couple hours and I started moving into my other graphics. You can see where I masked off and I used some little star stickers to start making myself some little stars and bars on my 69 over here, spice up them numbers a little bit. Used a 2" tape to make my stripes. It's really easy to just kind of spice up some basic shapes by doing these little taping overlays and sticker overlays. And, it just makes it a lot more fun. And, of course, patriotic, because we are made in America right here. Then I went in and did all my shark teeth and my shark mouth. I did it with 1" masking tape, nothing wild. Did my black work, and then moved on to the other side. And you'll see where I did the black side of the mouth and then I flipped it and did the red side of the mouth, rather quick succession. So because I was using spray paints, I pretty much pulled off my stuff right after I get done spraying it, because I didn't want the masking tape to end up pulling things after they dried. And as long as I could get it off without getting my grubby little fingers all up in it, worked out pretty good. So there it is. There's some graphics. Look pretty dang good, don't they?
The side graphics are looking pretty sweet. Now it's time to move on to that nose art and the roof art. We've got a lot more layers to do on this one because it's a little bit more detailed. These ones are pretty obvious, it's cut out pieces. So you saw how I did everything there. Now we're going to do something that's a little more detailed, requires some handwork to get what it is that I want in the end.
Did you guys figure it out earlier what this shape was? Now we're going to see a little more detail, digging into it a little bit deeper. So I lay out my roof graphics. Pretty obvious what that is right there. Well, this is a shit box, so of course it's gonna have poopy on it. Up front, I'm starting to give it some color This is a splash I laid out on it. Some of that old school 90s drip graphics right there. And then it all starts to take shape. I pull off everything on the roof and it looked great. The mouth for our, well, I don't even know what you call this guy. Our toilet monster, maybe? Yeah. You know, I was just having fun with what I'm doing here. I wanted to display that this is a total shit box. I'm kind of making a mockery of graphics on it, but I mean, if there's a shark coming out of your toilet, you're probably going to have a shark attack.
Now that I got all the major graphic stuff laid out and the big base colors, I'm gonna go in and start doing things by hand. Now I'm gonna try something new. Normally I would pinstripe all the outlines and junks like that, but if you see all these like wall artists and graphic artists, they're using these giant chisel tippy pen thingies that they're acrylic paint. So, I mean, if it works on a mural, I'm sure it would work great on this. We're gonna try it out, see how it does.
Okie dokie. So, like I said, this is the first time I've ever used one of these chisel tip acrylic pens, and it takes a little getting used to. They're kind of wide and, you know, the surface isn't perfectly flat. But once I've got the hang of it, these things flow. It looks so good to have a big, thick line on there. Normally I would pinstripe this. Look at that. I have got great outlines. It fits the characters, and it's kind of comical. So I love these acrylic pens. I'm a big fan of them. I'll probably use them again in the future. This is the Shark Attack, so a little hand-painted brown, of course.
I'm gonna call that good to go on all the painting. We'll get it completely unmasked now, take a glimpse at it, and then we got one little step left to do. And now for that crucial last step, stickers! Now, if that doesn't give the neighbors a shark attack, I don't know what will. We got custom graphics for days. We got our shark attack toilet monster right here. Some nice little decal we put up front. The really let you know, this is the shark attack. Sponsored by Motul. Thank you again, guys. Eastwood, look at this beautiful paint job that we made with your creations. We got our tiger shark front, the old American flag 69 action. Be sure you check us out. You're already there. YouTube, Conquer Custom, the Shark Attack number 69. Ready to rock and roll. Last but not least, let's not forget, this is all for the Ratchet Rally. And this is definitely a shit box. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial DIY, how to paint your car, how to lay out some graphics, and have some fun with it. Now take your ride and do something wild with it. I can't wait to see what you guys do.